from the gallows. Shed this news, bear my gold, lay me in the shallows. Evil come if you call my name, the wicked day shall rise. The river sand's gonna wash me clean if the river don't run dry. Oh my Lord, take this soul, lay me at the bottom of the river. The devil has come to carry me home, lay me at the bottom of the river. She can save. Oh my Lord, take this soul, lay me at the bottom of the river. The devil has come to carry me home, lay me at the bottom of the
I'm a setting sun, but I'll never run. I'm a dead man walking. I'm a dead man walking. I will stay and fight as long as I'm alive. I'm a dead man walking. I'm a dead man walking. Kill till I die. And kill till I die. Oh, and kill till I die. Lay him in the ground, gonna burn it down. I'm a dead man walking. I'm a dead man walking till my final breath. There'll be dust and death. I'm a dead man walking. I'm a dead man walking. I'm a dead man walking. Hell's at my door. I'm a shadow of the man I was before. I'm a dead man walking. Before I die, I'll take every soul I can into the night and kill till I die. And kill till I die. And kill till I die.
Days grow dark, death is real. Embracing all the blood that's spilled. Assassinate till my casket's filled. Annihilation for the thrill. Expect more gore and violence. Accept the blackness, don't fight it. Gone forever, complete silence. Evil plans to close your eyelids on a crazy spree. I'm going mad. Stop beating hearts just like that. This soul has seen a lot of bad. My future's in a body bag. This world can no longer bind me. The reaper's so close behind me. Its cold breath reminds me. The shadows of death
I'm a
won't
dead
find me.
man walking.
Kill till I die.
Hell's at my door.
Hell's at my door. Yeah.
I'm a shadow of the man I was before.
Shadow of the man.
I'm a dead man walking.
I'm a dead man.
Before I die,
Before I die. Whoa.
I'll take every soul I can into the night
Oh.
and kill till I die.
As long as I'm alive. Kill till I die. Take them with me to the night. I won't leave till you're laying by my side. You leaving where I kill till I die.
Fed to the wolves without reprieve. Howl at the moon, but I'll break free. Fire in your eyes, you're burning red. God knows I tried, you're better off dead. Digging a 6-foot hole, open the gates below, 'cause I can't save your soul. Please no more, please no more. You got the devil inside you. You set the church on fire. You got the devil inside you. The devil inside you. You got the devil inside you. You set the church on fire. You got the devil inside you. Devil inside you. Days of rust, nights of rain. Kingdom comes with a ball and chain. Take my life, just not today. Spill your blood, there's hell to pay. Digging a 6-foot hole, open the gates below, 'cause I can't save your soul. Please no more, please no more. wish I'd never come to be so buried by the days. Now it's a slow farewell. My love, I sing to you. This lonely road runs straight to hell. 'Cause it's a slow farewell. My love, I sing to you. This lonely road runs straight to hell. I curse the day and blame the world for choices all my own. I got patience of a dying man whose heart has turned to stone. The blood that's running through my veins is cold as cold can be. The darkness that I keep inside is surely killing me. And it's a farewell. My love, I sing to you. This lonely road runs straight to hell. 'Cause it's a slow farewell. My love, I sing to you. This lonely road runs straight to hell. I see a bird upon a gravestone who will lead me on my way. I see faces that I recognize whose names I cannot place. I'm a sinner in the worst way, so please I'm asking you, light a candle, say a prayer for me. There's nothing left to do, 'cause it's a slow farewell. My love, I sing to you. This lonely road runs straight to hell. 'Cause it's a slow farewell. My love, I sing to you. This lonely road runs straight to hell.
Willow tree stands alone, silent weeping for no one. Can you hear how the wind blows in the valley of forgotten souls? Time will wait for no man.
Okay, somebody talk.
One,
Check,
two,
check, check.
three, 4,
Very
5,
good.
6.
Music is good. Test roll, please.
Ophelia, just on it.
What the hell? Okay, that's better. Roll again, please. Okay, okay. It looked really weird just now. And then what are we on? 57, 58? 58?
58.
Over a year's worth of sessions.
Yeah, we're almost done with Rime of the Frost Maiden. All right.
Wait, I thought it was 57. Am I one off?
I think last session was 57.
Wait, 50. Oh, I found the mistake.
Okay. All right. I think everything is running smoothly. So now I'm going to start recording in 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Descent. Who wants to do the recap?
I can do it.
Okay.
All right, this is a long one. We start at Mahadi's chambers, this like demi-plane that is created for himself, and Tanis starts by asking about his connection to Kalansham and him being Jin Said. And Mahadi eventually says that he can call Tanis's genie's true name, but he will need some time to like call in some favors to be able to do this. So we say, okay, we'll go to Fort Knucklebone, but then Tanis definitely wants to come back to do this. We also ask about Lulu, and apparently his story is that she was dragged into the market by these slavers, and he saw her, realizing she's a celestial, and obviously out of the goodness of his heart, nursed her back to health, and then she was having kind of these like nightmares, speaking of her and she, a friend she couldn't quite remember, and then eventually left with a note that just said thank you and goodbye. He asks why we're here, and we basically say to save El Terrell, and Mahadi poses himself as an ally, says he has connections, information. We do mention the dream machine and unlocking memories. We continue to ask about factions that oppose Ariel, and he does mention the demon lord Kochichi, who's this like giant. Zariel had like beat him in battle and took his weapon. And then it kind of came out like if we free him, he's definitely one-track minded, and his only goal is going to be to go kill her. So maybe that's an option. London asks some stuff that doesn't really get a great answer. The Cronin Ineffector, and Mahadi also tells us about Malaxis, the whole lore on the Yugoloths, who call him he who is not born, and how we have this like demon that came like out of the sticks and like destroyed everyone, and there's still Yugoloths that remain loyal to him. The Black Chapter, they're like zealots, yes. London asks about dragons, but not really to any avail. And eventually we just thank him for his hospitality and leave. Ophelia has a side conversation with August about Vin and how she might be needed to be separated from the shield, but we'll tackle that later. Long rest, breakfast. Mahadi doesn't show up, so he must be busy. We say our goodbyes, we check out, and we get this gift from a Cambion on the way out, a sending stone that'll connect us to Mahadi. So we leave through the portal back to Avernus. London has this like heart-to-heart with the party about essentially wanting to stay, and they like resonate slightly but ultimately push him to keep going. We go back to the Iron Yard to get Yama, which is like fully detailed and is looking nice, and we use it across the caravanserai and head towards Fort Knucklebones, where we find a place to park and we summon Needles again, who tells us what's been going on. Yes. He tells us that Mad Maggie's been moved, and no one really knows where. The imp hasn't seen the Blister Man either. Rictus Grin might be losing people. Right, he had like made this whole spectacle, but now is kind of losing people, and it's like the water tokens are running out. It's kind of tough for like the average person, but I guess the like rich elites are like really thriving there, so there's kind of some turmoil. And August says, "Okay, we got to talk about one more thing. You've in Boondiggles," and that's where we end.
I feel like it was less accusatory.
Correct.
So trying to make it sound dramatic.
We come back in on the party sitting around a like natural like crack in the ground that has like this gas leak that's on fire. So it's almost like a hellish campfire. And you guys were all sitting around it. I think you're in some sort of cave or crevice or something where you can't be seen. And yeah, I mean, you're all just sort of sitting there quietly eating whatever Vin had prepared for dinner. And what would you like to know?
Yeah, I think my last thing I said was there's something else we need to address, and then I'll turn to Vin. Say, I have been avoidant about this since we've gotten here. I've been kind of hoping the singular focus of our mission here would push everything else from our minds, but I'm clearly wrong about that, and I'm worried about you, Vin.
Why me?
You have been single-minded about going to Bell's Forge when you're the only person here we know for a fact has two minds over there. And I
don't deny your words.
I can't tell whose idea it is. Yours or the Shield's?
I mean, I would say both. Suppose I've been convinced, but I thought through the other options too, and none of them seem as a direct way to fulfill our goal.
That's what I'm worried about, Finn. I know we've talked about improving our situation, but I don't know if this is going to help you like you think it will. I mean, this shield, what is it going to offer you? Has it given you anything substantial other than, yes, it will help?
I can feel the power that emanates from it. The countless times it's protected me from certain death, or at least a blast that would have dearly wounded me. And now it seems like the key to getting the justice served to Zariel that she deserves. Is there any more that needs to be said?
I'm just so worried, Vin. The moment you release whatever's in that shield, why would you have any value to it?
She thinks about this for a second. Suppose you have a point. Could use a little insurance. But I mean, all these devils, right? They like to make deals.
They also like to speak in half-truths.
True, but I think I know what this Gargoth wants. And I want the same thing. If we can help each other to that end, well, blast whatever happens to me afterwards. I already lost all that was dear to me. The rest of you can go on, if it's my fate to remain here. Then so be it. She kind of puts on like a stoic face.
Death is not the end, Finn. Not for you, not for Gats.
What do you mean exactly, Gauntlet?
There's a much better chance of you seeing him again if we were to redeem Zariel than if you were to pact with the Devil Lord.
She thinks again for a moment.
Hell, an angel as powerful as Zariel could resurrect him.
What you
Zariel.
say?
Okay, no, go ahead.
What you say, I have to admit, I did not consider.
But the blessings we found along the way, this helm, I mean, 2 months ago, I had limited magic, and now we have survived in hell. I mean, I don't want you to lose yourself in this one path.
Well,
And I realize I've been ignoring this and letting the shield tell you whatever it wants, and we have no way of knowing what it's saying. And I'm sorry for that.
no need for apologies, Gauntlet. But, I mean, as I said, you talk of some subtle manipulation going on. But as I said, I know what this entity wants. Of course it would try to convince me, but I feel as if I needed very little convincing from the start. But on this topic of redeeming Zariel, somehow bringing Gast back, it is a romantic thought, yes. But we've talked about how it's such a far-fetched idea to even bring about this redemption.
I know.
I don't even know if we'll make it that far. I suppose it seems more likely to me, easier, maybe more direct, just to harness the power myself in order to get the revenge I want. Zariel redeemed doesn't quite sit right with me. As I said before.
Putting Zariel aside, what I'm worried, Vin, is that we're going off of the word of a fiend. That there's nothing guaranteeing it if you do this, making a deal, or in fact, I don't believe you even have made a deal. It's made promises, but what you're giving up is so valuable. You shouldn't throw this away. I know Gast. I know that he was a good man. I know that he's waiting for you on whatever happens after that. If you sign on the dotted line, you won't see him again. Even if he doesn't come back. If I can get you out of here, one day you will see him again. I can't let you chain yourself for nothing.
She kind of like makes like a rueful smirk, kind of just thinks to herself, Your intentions were always noble, Ophelia, but I was never asking to be saved. I was never asking to be redeemed. I only want one thing. I just
And that
want
has-
to look
okay.
when that stake is driven through Zariel's heart. Go ahead.
Let's not decide that just yet. All I'm saying is perhaps we can do it without you needing to make another sacrifice. Because by the heavens, no, all we have known is sacrifice.
I mean, maybe, but again, it's wishful thinking, don't you think? We won't have to sacrifice anything? I mean, down here in the blasted hells?
A sacrifice then, all of yourself and half of us when you release Gargoth? You think he doesn't have some ulterior motive? He has promises that he's going to keep you safe and whatever else? And you believe him? I think you're being blinded by your desire for vengeance. Gatch's death's with a tragedy, there's no doubt about that. There's no need for yours to be as well.
I mean, again, all of you are saying that, but that's fine. I mean, I'm sure in these infernal contracts there's a way. I could exclude you all from whatever happens. You can leave me.
I don't understand how you think a contract can be made with an entity trapped in a shield. The second you release him, you think he's going to pull up a contract and says, here's the one that I promised you. You don't think he's just going to smite you from existence right then and there? He got what he wanted. He doesn't need you anymore. He doesn't need any of us.
That's what I'm... No, okay.
Yeah, she'll just say, like, maybe, kind of trail off. Go ahead.
That is what I'm worried about most, Finn. Look, do I want you to do this? No. But you are an adult, and you can make your own decisions. But if you're going to do something, it has to be guaranteed. You need to be able to say with absolute confidence that this will be worth the rest of eternity for you.
I can level with you there. But I'll say consequently, if we're going to do any kind of redeeming, that better be damn guaranteed as well. And as it stands, I mean, nothing is guaranteed. I'm just going with the option I think is most direct, as I said.
I understand, and it's getting harder for me every day that El Torel is down here to justify not taking the fastest route possible.
Well, exactly. I mean, listen, of course, I don't want anything terrible to befall any of you, Elturel itself. I'm willing to give whatever it takes to preserve that. But, Tanis, what you say is true. I mean, I do need some assurances. I don't want to just unleash a fiend willy-nilly, even down here. I guess especially down here.
And I mean, it's not like it's a bone devil in there. It's serious.
How do we even know that Gargoth is as powerful as he says? He claims to have been... He can do all of this. He says he can free Elturel and whatever else, kill Zariel and all this, but how do we even know? He was so foolish as to be blinded by his right-hand man and trapped in a shield, who was then overthrown through sheer power by Zariel. Do we even know that he can do this, or are we just going to release him, he's defeated by Bel instantly, and then we now have put ourselves on Bel's hit list in his forge?
You make a fair point.
How can we trust the thing in there? We can't. All we can do is trust the 6 people here. It's the only people I trust in this place.
And if you aren't going to get one hell of a boon, Vin, why are you doing this?
I mean, I already have received many boons from wielding the shield, as I said. I mean, I could have sworn it saved my life a dozen times at least. But agreed, I'll need more assurances. But I think if I'm able to do that, I mean, what else is left? Once we get such assurances, the direct route is there.
Assurances will only be promises.
The only assurances we can get down here are in writing.
Exactly. I know that these creatures, they do follow a code, as long as it's put in infernal writing. There must be a way.
It's hard enough to get out of a deal with some minor devil. Banking on weaseling your way out, that's by no means a guarantee.
As I said, though, as long as Zariel's fate is assured, and the fate of Elturel and all of you is fine. Well, the fiends can do what they will with me.
Don't be so quick to throw yourself away, Ven. I want to be down here just as least as anyone else, but I think we stand the best chance if we all stay together.
Are those attendants in the bathhouse scrubbing the backs of those fat, grotesque devils? That's all people who fail to uphold their end of a contract in Infernal. And that would be light punishment for what I can imagine Gargoth would have for you.
True enough. But I don't know if any of them would be doing that endless slavery with at least the knowledge that some justice was served before they were bound and chained. I think I need to... I don't know. Sit with my thoughts for a bit.
Sorry, and I don't know how else to put this, but I think this would be a greater injustice. Gats made that lightning launcher for you in a workshop in some corner of Baldur's Gate. Imagine what he's making for you in Gon's workshop. And imagine his face when he realizes you're never coming to get it.
I feel like she tears up a little bit at this.
Fuck.
Jesus, I did too. Take an inspiration.
Lana would send Django to prop up beside Vin and give her a big, disgusting lick and nuzzle his head in under there.
You all are trying to give me hope, but are we really sure we're ever going to make it out of here? I mean, I certainly went there not with that expectation.
I don't know if it's hope or delusion at this point, and I'm afraid if I inspect it too much, I'm going to find out it's the latter.
Our first 10-day in Elturel, I didn't think we were going to make it out. After 4, 5, 10-day, however long it's been, after all we've been through and all the things we've seen and fought and survived, I know we're going to make it out.
Well, what do we do then? What now? Gauntlet, it's all you. I can't really think straight right now.
I think we know what we're doing for the time being. Just Stick to that. Find the new status quo and readjust from there. I guess tomorrow we'll get down to the brass tacks of how we'll actually approach Knucklebones.
Well, past that, I hope for all of our sakes that we can find the path that seems right, and we all agree on what's right. At every passing day, my thought of what's right seems to have been diverging from what the rest of you think. Some of you have even been disagreeing with each other on that front. Well, I think enough has been said for now. We know what we need to do for the time being. I hope we can stick together and trust each other to the end. I guess it's becoming harder for me, and I didn't even realize. I'm trying to hang in there, guys.
Can you shut that thing out? When you say you're going to be alone with your thoughts, I don't think you'll be alone.
Shut it out, I mean. Thought never crossed my mind, to be honest.
I can try and help.
Regardless of the future, though, I mean, as things stand now. Like I said, the shield has been my lifeline through this whole ordeal. Why would I cast it away?
A feeling of fear is welling up inside of you at the thought of separation from the shield. I don't usually tell characters how they feel, but this is maybe a little bit of your own and a little bit of not your own.
Yeah, it's like Gargoth is insinuating, hence the DM. But
right,
yeah, I think
you're feeling afraid, but you're not sure if that's you feeling afraid or the shield making you feel afraid. Right, that's all I'm saying.
I feel like Vin will she'll kind of jerk up a little bit and almost is ready to stand. She's like, "What do you mean, Gauntlet? You can help? I don't know what would be helping it. I don't know. What are you all trying to say?" She's kind of getting real jittery now. She puts the shield behind her. She steps up. She starts to back away a little bit.
That maybe having an archdevil in your head is a bad influence. I don't think that's controversial to say.
Is it a bad influence? As I said,
it's an archdevil.
I want more the power that's necessary.
More to the point, Vin. To be brutally honest, it has been affecting you. I mean, you've hit me more than a few times. You've been deep in your thoughts. You've been jumpy. Whatever this thing is, it's negatively affecting you. I mean, I hate to make it... I hate to put it so bluntly, but you're talking about taking every opportunity out here to survive, but if you're distracted, if you have this voice, this feeling inside of you, pulling you away from the rest of your team, that doesn't make you stronger, that makes you weaker. It's isolating you.
No, I think all of you are the ones trying to isolate me.
We're talking in community right now. We left you isolated already, and I believe that was a mistake. We've neglected to address this at all. I have.
How long have all of you been talking behind my back, planning for this? This does not bode well at all. Stay away, stay away.
It is just as I said, my child.
Gargoth kind of feels Vin's assent, but you know, how much of it is a manufactured assent is anyone's guess. But yeah, she kind of continues to back away, and she's just leave me alone, leave me alone. She kind of like goes towards Yama to like huddle under it or something.
We're making you uncomfortable. Then don't think of our words. Think of Gatst's.
Vin is like thinking to the shield. She's like, the gauntlet is invoking God's name, trying to get me to turn against my mission, our mission. I don't know what to do. I can't survive out here alone until my goal's been met.
We both know what Gats would want. Do not let them sway you, child. Stay strong.
What is there to do then? I mean, they had a point. I mean, once if I release you, how can I make sure that your promises are fulfilled? How can I make sure that you'll definitely stop Bell? I mean, I think that they are trying to. They're talking behind my back. They're trying to get me away. They're trying to take a different path. The path I know is wrong, but I could use some assurances. I'm not stupid.
Of course, my child. You are my greatest ally. You have gotten me further, closer than any before. I'm
trying to think of what he would say. It's like he wants to say that whatever assurances you need, he will provide, right? But you've done so much for him, and he is your servant. You know, you would have to take him at his word for this, right? Is what he's saying. But you know, if you need any assurances, whatever you ask is yours.
And you can definitely stop Bell. You're sure of this? How can you do such a thing?
I have no doubt. I have power beyond your imagination. Bell has grown soft, complacent. I have grown stronger.
Is that so? Been trapped inside some kind of pocket dimension.
Yeah, I think he can kind of say something like, he'll put it in some sort of poetic kind of way, but it's like Rocky went the distance in the first movie, right? Because Apollo Creed just came out there and was like, hey! And Rocky literally fought tooth and nail, punching, and he had the want. He had the eye of the tiger, right? He wanted it so bad. And Apollo was just there for the show, right? That's the difference. Is that I want this more than anything. Bell is complacent and lazy, and his mind is somewhere else. This is all I've thought about for 2,000 years.
I don't know. We don't have to conclude this conversation now, but when I do question the motives of my companions, they still are my companions. I don't want any harm coming to them or the city of El Terrell. The sacrifices, mine alone to make.
They are your companions by name only. And that is just for now. The seed has been planted. It will grow.
I don't want to believe that our paths could diverge so like that. I'm willing to do what's necessary, but it pains me to think of such things.
I have
and she's like really conflicted.
I I have great respect for you, child. But you are naive.
Naivete, hope. Maybe it is. How foolish can it be to hope in a place like this? But I don't want it to come to blows with them.
We will see.
That we will.
Okay, so what I imagine this is how this scene went down, just so I can kind of, because we were in the heat of the moment, so I didn't want to stop it. But I imagine what ended up happening was Vin was like backing away and eventually like kind of ran just to the war machine. And then I heard August say, like, we're making you uncomfortable, we're sorry. And I imagine that was the point where, boom, groups separated. Right?
Yeah, like
So,
our options were either back off or start looming toward her like a bunch of
right,
threatening weirdos.
right. So I imagine that was the point where you guys stayed where you were and Vin had this conversation. So while that was occurring, while Vin is just literally sitting, I don't think you can see her either. She's on the other side of the war machine, right? But she's literally just sitting with the shield, looking at it. In
Yeah,
her
like
lap.
with the shield, like she's rocking back and forth.
Yes,
Like,
yes. What are the rest of you discussing? Because I think this is that, like, I know that Ophelia and August brought this up to each other, but now there was a group confrontation, so there's, like, a group addressing it.
That went well.
Could have gone worse.
She's already accused us of talking behind her back. I don't want to prove her right.
Her or Gorgoth?
But we do have a problem, Gauntlet. I don't know. It's okay.
It was going so well, and then all of a sudden, it's just she turned. She was taking understanding. She was agreeing with us, and then, just like that, it just all went to shit. And if that's gonna be her, if that's the kind of, I don't know what's the word, not indecisiveness, but you know, she can just snap like that in a moment. That it's a liability. This can't be the end of this conversation. Maybe it is for now, but we have to try again.
She seems pretty ready to fall on that sword, jettison everything, and do it all herself. Per Gargoth's demand.
I don't know what it's said to her or what it's probably saying to her right now, but it's gonna keep digging his claws further and further in, and the longer we wait, the more hold he'll have until there's nothing left of Vin and it's just Gargoth.
Alright, so another problem with no answers.
We just have to be an equal voice then. A greater voice.
Yeah, you guys need to start being way nicer to Ben.
London does have a point. Vin, I have an idea of what she's going through. And I know for a fact that she, in her position, would have been looking for any source of stability. I guess that wasn't us. So she's using Gargoth. We do need to show her that there's something worth fighting for. something left for her after all of this. Just don't know what.
That's what I was trying to get at, but I don't know. I might have been too frank about that.
Actually was very responsive to that. It was only when I brought up trying to shut him out that she lost it. How could you help her do that? You said that you could try to help. What?
I think I've tried this in the past, and it had minimal effect, but a remove curse can break the bonds of a lot of magic items. Maybe this could provide some sort of relief. I think it might be too powerful to sever the connection that's been forged by this point.
If it's anything like that trident I had to deal with, it's fairly potent. Might need much more of a miracle than that.
What if we just take the shield and throw it in the sticks?
Vin's gonna dive in after it.
We should have thrown the damn thing in the vault back at Candlekeep when we had the chance.
I do agree.
Well, I'll take first watch, and I'll just keep an extra eye on Vin, make sure she doesn't up and run away in the night.
That's not what I'm worried about, Tanis. I'm worried about Yama.
Well, I'll sit on top of Yama on my watch.
You might have to. Anyone who's on watch.
One person isn't getting far in hell, even on a war machine.
No, but I'm sure we'd perish much quicker without one.
And I don't think Vin thinks she's alone.
Good line. Would be pretty funny if she stole the war machine in the middle of the night, left us all here to die. Fitting end to this whole thing.
Terrible end. What?
We're not going to talk about London's descent also.
Whole other conversation.
Yeah. London's also starting to lose it.
Do they have therapists in Fort Knucklebones?
Oh god, do you want a devil therapist?
Oh no,
really?
they take an iron stick and put it in your ear and then just hammer it in one good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, Needles is the only licensed therapist there.
Needles and Jagashaki.
Jagashaki. Okay.
Right, well, I can take second watch then.
I'll take third.
All right, so it's Tanis, London, Hope. Okay. All right. Are you guys ready? Is there anything else you want to talk about? Okay, Vin.
Did we decide what we're not pulling any cloak and dagger when we get to Fort Knucklebones? We're just gonna pay our chits, get in, and then try and find the Blister Man. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, Vin, do you like stay away from the group for the night?
I think yeah, for the night she'll keep a distance. She's not gonna run off or anything though.
Not yet.
But the thought is definitely creeping in.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel like this is like very difficult to roleplay because like your guys' characters are being like very reasonable and like yeah, it's just I'm trying to put myself in the mindset of like just complete paranoia, disbelieving, second guessing. It's fun. But
well, everybody can take inspiration from that. If you hadn't already. Both good stuff. Vin, can you make me a wisdom saving throw, please?
Okay.
And your daily intelligence check, I think, too.
Yes, the intelligence. That's what with the
Tinkerers, yeah.
Okay, we'll do that first. Oh wow.
Yeah, okay.
Oof.
Yeah,
I
was it a
think you only
12 with a nat 1?
Yeah, so I think you only needed one more, but it's per session, right? Because I'm handling days in like a different kind of way for this. So I think you only need one more, but that didn't meet the DC. And then a wisdom saving throw.
Got it.
Oh,
Oh, am I in Ophelia's aura?
no.
Probably not.
Okay. All right. Good to know. Good to know. The claw gets a little tighter. No benefits or anything, but just gonna put a little tick on the DC. Okay. All right. Tanis, you are taking the first watch. Can you make me a perception check, please?
Wow, I've been really shitty on watch lately.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Your watch goes by without any issues. London, can you make me a perception check, please? Wow.
28.
Okay, good. I'm glad you got this one. So, while you are on your watch, you're like looking out over the horizon. I think you're in like a crevice or something. I can't remember where you guys took a watch, but you're like in a crevice or something, and you're looking out ahead of you. And it's in sort of the direction of Fort Knucklebones. Like you're kind of facing Fort Knucklebones. You can't really see it. Maybe the hint of a hill in the distance. But you see a cloud of dust kicking up from what appears to be a war machine. And you got an incredible roll, so I'll give you this. You can see the glint on this war machine as if it is made of gold.
Do we recall ever seeing a golden war machine when we were there?
No, but give me a history check.
+0, 16.
Not bad. It may have been mentioned to you in regards to the Gilded Reapers.
Oh.
Sometimes they have golden war machines. That's why they're called the Gilded Reapers.
They were a racing team?
They were a racing team. This is actually the Gilded Reapers is the faction related to the Graces.
Oh, right.
But I mean, you're up in freaking E14, and you see a Gilded Reaper war machine. And it passes you by, no sweat. I think you rolled like a really high to get this spot, so you're totally in the clear.
Yeah,
it's in the distance, anyways. And other than that, there's nothing that happens on your watch.
Okay.
Ophelia, can you give me a perception check?
Why do I bother?
Okay. All right. Everybody wakes up in the morning.
Just wanted to ask something real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Tanis, you bought some weird component, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was an eyeball?
Mm-hmm.
Would that qualify for the components for clairvoyance?
How much was it?
Jay?
It was worth 150 gold pieces.
And what was it? It was an eye encased in it.
Undead eyeball encased in a gem.
Yeah.
It's close enough to a glass
Yeah, it's
eye,
pretty
right?
close, yeah.
You can share it.
Because that might be useful for finding Maggie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say that, yeah, you can totally use his... That extra 50 gold covers the... that it's not the
Sorry,
actual...
it's a really nice gem.
Yeah,
so.
that it's not the actual component, so... okay. Alright, cool. Alright, you wake up in the morning.
Is Vin here?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, I have RK9, never mind.
There you go.
Did you sleep okay, Vin?
Yeah. Didn't really get as much of a wink, but thank you for asking. I don't know, I think I'll brew up a nice energizing tea, and I think I'll be able to drive Yama fine.
Sure. You're welcome to one of my rations if you think it'll help at all.
I appreciate it, London. I think I'll manage though. And yeah, I think she will brew like whatever coffee equivalent or whatever.
Okay. All right. You guys get started on your trip. You will reach Fort Knucklebones by the end of the day. London, why don't you go ahead and make me a survival check, please?
21.
You succeed. Let me see what kind of weather it is. Same old sweltering heat. And no encounter.
We're gonna have to maybe buy food, not rely on great food and water once we get to Knucklebones. Just for my spell preparation stuff.
We have 300 chits in the coffers, plus 10 soul coins.
I have 50 chits and 3 soul coins that I forgot to get out of my amulet, but I will get tomorrow. Okay. Because I do not want to be responsible for handling the funds.
Okay. All right. You can go ahead and roll a survival check to make it to Fort Knucklebones. You make
17.
it.
Perception checks. Oops.
Keyed location. Oh yeah, perception checks. You're in the clear. There was no encounter anyways.
Oh, okay.
And you hit keyed location, which is great because that's Fort Knucklebones. So you get there.
Wow. There's
Yeah.
a whole big circle around this whole
You sure did.
place.
Yeah. The black metal wall comes into view through the haze. Its jagged surface built from welded scrap and broken war machines. The familiar gatehouse stands at its center. Its doors half open. A slow line of scavers and wastelanders winds towards the entrance, dragging sleds of junk salvage. Sleds of junk and salvage under the drifting heat. Beyond the gates, the noise and smoke of Fort Knucklebones rise into the air. So you need to go to the Maw gate, right? Because you guys have a war machine. So you speed up towards Fort Knucklebones. Welcome back. A row of towering metal struts arch overhead, draped in patchwork of tattered tarps, barely holding back the brightness and Avernian dust. Bays line either side. Line either side where imps flit between hulking machines, inspecting cargo and barter entry. Several red caps patrol between the lines, their iron boots clanging against the floor. Each patrol has one red... Okay, so there's red caps walking around. More than you've seen here before. And each patrol has one red cap wearing a crude iron mask shaped into a wide, grinning face. So in each patrol, there is one that has a iron mask on that's in a grinning face. You know that you need to pull into one of the bays and prove that you have money in order to enter.
All right.
Take your poison. Yeah, we got chits to flash here.
Yeah, grab a couple soul coins to show him.
An imp approaches with a tin plate, and you guys handle that whole thing. There's no reason to roleplay it out. You've been in and out before. And you're more than welcome to enter Fort Knucklebones without any issues. It seems pretty chill. As you're riding in, however, you do notice something. So over both entrances of Fort Knucklebones, there is a sign that hangs above everything that says the laws of Fort Knucklebones. You've seen it before in the foregate. This one, rule number 9 and rule number 10 have been covered with an iron plate. And sort of printed into it, it says, rule number 9, rictus word is law. No. rule number 9, Rictus Grin rules. It says, the old hag is gone. The Shatterkai rules Knucklebones. Cause trouble, work the furnace. Commit treason, you won't ever work again. So it has covered up the Rictus Word is Law one and the Mad Baggy rules laws, with one law that just says Rictus is the man.
That's subtle.
Wonder what the others think about that.
So I guess we're gonna go do some business with the Blister Man now, see what new parts he has in.
Yeah, it is late in the day because this is our second hack, so this would be the end of the day. Do we have time to do all that, or do we need to find a place to?
Nah, it's all right.
Okay.
But I will say, you guys are in the line of war machines to exit, and you're reading the sign. And you will see near one of the inspection bays, there is a pack of red caps that surround a scaver cart that is stacked with metal and war machine parts. And one of the red caps, in an iron mask, he circles the cart slowly. He's got this massive pickaxe that he like drags along the ground. And you can kind of overhear, over the roar of your engine, I guess, the sort of situation that's going down. The red cap in the mask will say, "Big haul, looks heavier than you can pull." And the scaver, he's all bundled up, so you can't tell if he's like a tiefling or whatever. You know, he's real bundled up. But he says, "It got here, didn't it? Marked and tallied. The Blister Man will pay." "The exchange pays, sure, but the warden gets his cut first." And the red caps start going through the cart, and they're passing parts from one another to each other, right? And they're like stuffing it in bags and stuff like that. And the scaver will say, "I already paid my cut to the collectorate." And the red cap will say, "You calling me a liar? Are you calling me a fucking liar?" "I'm calling you late." "Hear that, boys? He think he don't owe nothing to the warden." And he begins to laugh. And he will take the, it's a hammer with a pickaxe on the backside. So he'll take this hammer and just smash it into the scaver's kneecap. And it immediately drops him on the ground. And the red caps all descend upon this guy. Boots kicking him in the face, beating the shit out of him. They tear through the cart, throw scrap all over the place. And the red cap will lean down and grab the scaver by the hair and pull it up to his iron mask. "The warden thanks you for your contribution." And they all walk away.
That seems less than official.
Seems pretty official to me.
Where are you guys headed? The Blister Man? Oh, here, let me bring you over to Fort Knucklebones.
Yeah, I mean, do we want to check on the Kenku first, just make sure they're still alive? Or do you want to head there and see if we can crash there for the night afterward?
These little map pop-up things are awesome.
Yep.
But at least park Yama there. I assume that they would.
Yeah, true.
Okay, you want to ride Yama over there?
Yeah. Plus, we should maybe tell them about Gunner.
Okay. All right, so you start driving to Rustfinger, which is where the magpie's roost is. As you're driving through, you can sort of pick up on the vibe. The fort feels different. The air hangs thick with smoke and heat, heavy with the stench of burned oil and sweat. The streets that once buzzed with barter and shouting now crawl with slow, hollow faces. Scavers move between stalls with sun-cracked lips and empty hands. A few clutch dented canteens or offer bits of rusted scrap for food, but most walk away empty. Half of the market is shuttered. Signs ripped down or prices scrawled over in jagged red ink. What goods remain sit behind barbed wire, guarded by traders too tired to haggle. Above it all, redcaps patrol in clusters. Their iron boots strike the metal walkways like hammers, and their laughter sharp and mean. One masked redcap slams a scaver against a wall with his coat while his cohorts dig through his pocket. No one intervenes. And you make your way to the redcap, or to the magpie's roost. The once busy workshop is silent and dim. The big bay doors are pried open, the hinges broken, one of them lying flat in the dust. The front door hanging limply from a single hinge. Oh, do you guys want to go inside? I figured. Inside, workbenches are overturned, tool racks stripped bare. Empty hooks sway from the ceiling chains where engines once hung, and a few burned-out lamps lie shattered on the floor. Scattered across the ground are broken tools, stripped wires, and cracked bits of machine casing. The shop is bare of anything at all of value.
Any, like, blood or feathers or anything? Like, were they beaten and somebody took all their shit, or they
So
got
that
out of
is,
Dodge?
you first walk in and that's what you see, right? As you look around, you will actually see a hobgoblin, a scaver, and he is passed out on the floor, just like up in some sort of nook, like he had made himself like a little hobo home, and he is sleeping there. So that's the first thing that you notice. But if you would like, you can investigate the scene. With an investigation check is fine.
Does Vin recognize this hobgoblin?
No.
Or anyone?
No.
Okay.
Just to ask him instead of trying to figure out what happened here.
Yeah, you kick him and wake him up.
Kick him.
Mother, is that you? He's looking at you with fear in his eyes, and you can see in the fur around his face black soot all over his face.
Oh God, fucking soot suckers. How long has it been since you took your last hit?
I promise I won't do it no more, Mom. I swear.
This guy's fucking useless.
Can I, what's it called? Can I try healing this guy to alleviate some of the poison condition?
Yes. Yeah. It's pretty fucking deep. This soot is not something to fuck with, but
yeah, like
you
just
can
enough to give him a second
alleviate it where,
lucidity.
you can alleviate it enough where now he's tipsy, right? So he kind of comes through and he's like, "Oh, who the fuck are you? What are you get out of here?"
Are Chukka and Clunk still around here?
The magpies.
Yeah.
No, they're gone.
What happened?
I don't know. I just I seen a couple of scabs looting the place. I figured, it's empty.
But it's not like a bunch of red caps came marching in here and nobody saw the magpies ever again?
Not that I seen. Although I did hear that there was some rat-looking people. I don't know.
Can I insight that? Like, is he
Yeah, make an
being
insight check.
truthful or is he brushing something? Okay. 15?
He's a homeless guy. He hasn't seen very much.
Yeah.
Well, you mind if we park here?
But this is I get finders keepers. That's the law.
Do we have any of that soot left from when we bought it from last time?
No, I think we got rid of it.
Yeah, I just didn't know if we could, like, here's a watch the.
Oh, he'd be gone. Yeah, he'd be gone. He'd give you everything.
I love the difference between Tannis, like, fucking soot suckers. Here, have some soot.
I mean, I could give a fuck about what this guy does with his free time. You know, I just need something out of him.
We could give him 40 chits to buy a new one.
I don't want to give this guy anything.
Hey, you guys got some chits?
I mean, I guess if you watch the War Machine, I don't really fucking know. I don't.
Oh yeah, I'll watch it. I'll watch it
what's
real
he gonna
good.
do? Fucking. Why don't we just park it here? What's he gonna do? Fucking steal the War Machine?
Tell a bunch of scrappers, hey, there's a war machine right here if you want some cool parts.
That'll be 40 chits. He looks kind of frail for a hobgoblin. I just want to say, like, you could probably just grab him by the scruff of his neck and throw him out of here, and he'll be gone.
We're not trusting this guy with the war machine.
I was gonna say, are the streets of Barterfinger wide enough that we can drive Yama to the Scrappers Exchange?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You can drive a war machine anywhere in Fort Knucklebones.
Drive it then.
Well, hold on now. She looks at this hobgoblin. What happened to the magpies? Do you know?
Nah, like I said, I never seen nothing. You know, I heard from one of the scabs that there were some rat people. I don't know, man. But finders keepers, get off my property. Unless you got chits. If you got chits, yeah.
Not wasting our time here. Let's go, Gauntlet.
Right then. I guess, yeah, if we can take the war machine with us, we will.
Do we want to do an investigation?
You can look
in this
around,
area?
yeah.
See what we can figure out.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of figured we were coming back here anyway to sleep. I don't really know where else we could go.
Alright, that's fair.
Maybe, what were those guys? Like the Iron Fangs? What are they called?
Mm-hmm, the Iron Fangs, yep. There's also places to sleep in the crags. That's what it's for. So.
Yeah, but looking around is a good idea, though, if we want to do it now, sleep somewhere else.
You can't park the war machine in the crags anyway, so.
I kind of like if we're trying to hit up the Iron Fangs because they have a compound, right?
Yeah, they got like a garage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Well,
we should check there, but the door that was like blasted off the hinges or whatever, is it so unrepairable that we couldn't fortify?
It would take
what's
work.
left of
It
this
would take
place?
work to
Eh,
you would have to like
Yeah, I mean-
redo. It would take work.
I got mending if we want to come here and do it tonight.
Mending can make this very short, quick, and easy.
And an artificer with this, so. Alright, well, let's get to Barterfinger, see if that provides us any new information that maybe completely changes their plans anyway.
yeah, let's do that. Or after we investigate.
Do you want? Well, you.
Oh yeah, I guess we.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we can look around first while we're here then.
Somebody can make an investigation check.
I'll provide guidance to, I guess, Vin.
Then, do you want to investigate?
She will. I guess, yeah, like signs of a struggle.
Yeah,
is
you
the
can
main
have it with
thing.
advantage because I feel like what's happening is Tanis is arguing with the Sootsucker, right?
hobo.
Yeah.
35 chits.
Yeah, they're arguing back and forth, and then you guys are like, okay, well, we're gonna look around. Oh my God,
There we go.
Jesus.
Go for 30.
Okay, wow. Yeah, roll a d4 and see if you get 3. I think is what you need, right? Wow,
Hey,
dirty 30.
Right on.
Dirty 30. All right, so Wolf. Okay, so I'll just give it to you straight. It looks like were-rats were in here, and there was quite a struggle. But you know how much struggle can the magpies put up?
So Ragged Dragger's gang didn't take too kindly of Magpie's friends killing him and took some revenge.
Seems that way. But you are certain that they were not killed here.
If they met an untimely fate, wasn't in here. I mean, I don't see any signs of blood.
I have sending and locate creature.
Let's see what the Iron Fangs have to say first, maybe.
Unfortunately, we have more important things to do.
Finders keepers, damn it!
We're leaving.
Your mother would be disappointed in you.
You don't
Plan by
speak about my
government.
mother like that.
Jeez.
You have a
I
shouting.
want to know this guy's backstory.
Give a shouting match with the hobgoblin as you leave. And you're headed to Barterfinger, right? Did you want to talk to the Ballister man? Was that the plan?
I think we're
Yeah.
gonna check out the Silver Fangs. Silver
The
Fangs
Iron
first.
Fangs first?
Or,
Okay, that's fine.
or the
The Iron Fangs are like here. They're on the outer wall of the grasp, right? And then Barterfinger, the Scrapper's Exchange, is up here.
Okay, so yeah, Iron Fangs are on the way anyway.
Okay. So you guys want to go visit the Iron Fangs?
The only decent people we've met down here.
well, there was the Minotaur.
That's true. He was.
Did one of them die in the last race?
No, they almost did. You guys actually saved them.
All right.
So they owe us.
That's true. As you go to where the Iron Fangs are, they're not there. But you do see that it's not like they got ransacked or anything. They're just now. The Iron Fang, the machine, is not there.
Guess we'll check back in tomorrow. Blisterman?
Butterfinger show.
Okay. All right. You have to park outside the Scrappers Exchange, but there's plenty of, like, nobody's gonna steal your war machine or anything. That's a thing to park your war machine outside, so you're good there. You guys, okay, so the air, as you enter the Scrappers Exchange, the air buzzes with a rattle of chains and the shriek of pulleys as heaps of scraps rise and fall through the haze. Zvarts scurry across the floor, shouting prices far higher or far lower than they should be, waving tin receipts in scavers' faces. Desperate traders argue, clutching piles of twisted metal and stripped machine parts. But the Zvarts only sneer and gesture toward a sign overhead that says, and this is a new sign that you guys haven't seen, that says, Rictus rates apply, no bargains, no refunds. You are approached by a Zvart, as always, and he says, buying or selling?
Do we have any parts to sell, or are we just looking to buy?
Bye.
He will give you directions to the upstairs or whatever, where there's parts for you can go see the part. You guys know the deal. So where you do not currently see the Blisterman in the around here. Actually, yes, you do. He's upstairs. He's upstairs. He's talking at one of the hanging, the hanging deal offices. He's in line at one of those, like talking to one of the Zvarts in the cages.
Does someone have a sending spell to get his attention so we're not shouting
Yeah,
across
I
the
was
place?
gonna say, do we want to try and set up a more private meeting? Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's gonna be like me casting a spell on the crowd and everybody's gonna turn and draw swords, or if it's busy enough that I can kind of get away with it.
You can make a check, I guess, like a
Yeah,
hide
so
my
what
spell
is
check.
Sending? Yeah, sending verbal somatic material, the whole package. So
Yeah.
um,
I mean,
yeah, I mean, I don't want to.
it's not gonna. You can just go up
bring the
there
police
and
state
wait.
down
I
on
mean, you
us.
could just go up there and wait for him to be
Yeah.
done. It's not that
Yeah.
big a deal.
Oh, okay. I thought there was like an off-limited kind
No,
of.
no, no, no. The hanging cage. Okay, so I have a thing on the map where you can click on it. The hanging cages, the hanging stalls, those are on the upstairs. And then remember the ledger office? That's where you met Toe Tender. So he's just standing at one of the hanging stalls.
Okay, I thought you meant like he was like on overseer level.
My bad. I didn't like explain it too well. So you can go up the elevator and just wait for him, I guess. Okay. All right, so you guys kind of stand in the back of the line, wait for him, and the Blister Man having some sort of debate with this Zvart, and the Zvart's like, you don't know what you're talking about, and the Blister Man's like, you better fucking listen to me.
Am I trying to eavesdrop?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. Make a perception check. Okay, it's something to the tune of the Zvart saying, this is not the price for this part. You are way overcharging them, and no one is going to buy it. And the Blisterman is like, you are going to put that on the part because I told you to. You worked for me. That sort of deal. Where Zvarts, they have this very one-sided mind where they're like, in tune with each other, and they're like, this is how much this costs, and they all know. And the Blisterman's sort of throwing a wrench in that, and it's fucking them up. But after, a little bit of time of you just chilling there, he will turn away from it and see the group of you just standing there. And he'll say, well, 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 now look what the dust kicked back in. I was beginning to wonder if I'd see your faces again. Thought the waste might have chewed clean through you by now. Welcome back to the exchange. Or what's left of her.
Hard times falling on this place, looks like.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
We were hoping to take another look at the private wares you showed us last time.
Indeed. Indeed. He'll shout at one of those Varts to take care of this customer over here that he sees, and he'll go to walk you guys upstairs. I don't think it's upstairs. I think it's another elevator, right? Yeah. So there's another elevator. He doesn't do much stairs, with the snake tail and all that. So you guys will be brought up to, where was it last time? I think it was like a private cave, right?
Something like that.
I think so. So I think it's one of the higher cages, or one of the higher caves that has like a bunch of parts in it. And he'll just say that he hasn't got much more stock than he had last time he saw you.
But like we're in a private area now.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess we can say the real reason we came.
Yeah, we heard about Rictus's little stunt, which throws a wrench in our plans.
Wasn't 2 days after y'all rode out when it happened.
Has anyone seen Mad Maggie?
Maggie's gone. At least that's the story Rictus has been feeding folks. Says that the day the furnace died, she lost her nerve and bolted into the wastes. Half the fort believes it. Half of them don't really care much.
We managed to make contact with her. She said you were trustworthy.
That brings a crooked smile to his, you see his yellowed and blackened teeth. I did always have a soft spot for old Maggie.
Can't imagine the new management has been good for business.
Taxes on everything. Rictus has got to have his finger in every pie in the fort. Trade, food, salvage. A man can't sell a bolt without Rictus taking his cut. He says it's for the fort's recovery. I say it's for his pockets. Used to be this fort ran on barter and trust. You brought in scrap, you got paid fair. Everybody got their slice. It worked because folks like me knew how to keep it balanced. Trade kept the fort alive. Now Rictus thinks he can run it like a war camp. Every sale, every shipment, every trade, he takes his cut. Not for services rendered, mind you, just for the privilege of doing business inside of his walls.
We need Maggie, and we know she's here somewhere. Due for execution or something like that, according to one of her familiars. But obviously, we can't just... bunch of outsiders coming in and stirring up trouble is going to get us all thrown into the furnace or worse.
What do you need Maggie for?
She has something that could help us. A machine that she was working on. It's up in the knuckle.
You are some curious folks.
Bunch of mortals don't join the death race for fun.
Sure looked like you had a good time.
Curious or not, though, I think that if someone the people knew brought Maggie back and told them the truth, I think everyone would benefit.
How do we... Go ahead.
I might know something.
All right, well, perhaps our goals are aligned then.
Once y'all had left, the furnace finally sputtered dry. Not a drop of ichor left to burn. Whole fort went dark. Folks started panicking, thinking this place was done for. Then out comes Rictus, all fire and fury, standing up on the catwalk hollering that he's got the answer. Said he's had stockpiles of fuel, parts, and all things Maggie wasted her time hoarding. He called her a coward, said she'd abandoned us all to die. And the people, well, they wanted the furnace back, so Collectorate made it all official like. Acting Warden, they call him. But since then, he's bled this place dry. He's turning Fort Knucklebones into a corpse that still twitches because he hasn't cut deep enough yet. And every merchant in this place knows it. But none of them got the guts to say it out loud. And them redcaps. Maggie kept them in line. Fear of her did what nothing else could. Rictus don't have that kind of hold. Now they run wild, beating scavengers, taking what they please. But the water, that's the worst of it. Rictus changed the ration system. Used to be you could buy a token, fair and simple. Kept folk alive, kept the fort moving. But when Rictus took over, He called it wasteful. Said too many mouths weren't earning their keep, too many scavers drinking what they didn't deserve. Started talking about discipline and rewarding strength. Now, you gotta win them. Only way to earn water tokens these days is betting on the races. Can't buy them, can't trade them. If luck ain't on your side, you dry out in the dust. I seen scavers trade whole engines for a mouthful. Families dying out, hoping their luck turns at the track. You can't drink a drop in this fort without a betting slip. It's a smart move, really. Cruel, but smart. Control the water, you control the people. It's simple math. But after Rictus took over, one of Maggie's little imps, he came flapping through my rafters. Said she weren't gone, like Rictus said. Said she was locked up in the knuckle. I seen red caps all over the knuckle. Nobody allowed in or out. Figured Rictus was renovating. But according to the imp, they was just making sure Maggie didn't escape. And I kept it to myself. I like breathing. And Rictus ain't the forgiving sort. But lately, the guards stopped watching the knuckle. Still sealed, still forbidden, but quiet. If I were a betting man, I'd say Rictus did her in. Got everything he needed.
August, with your spell, can you confirm if Maggie's still alive?
I was about to say, do we want to try and find out right now?
I mean,
Probably.
if she's dead, then we have no reason to do anything else here.
Might as well do it.
I mean, I don't know the first thing about it. I'm just kind of assuming Vin could figure out that machine. Vin, is that a pipe dream or?
It would take a long. It would take a long fucking time.
Like, you know how to work on cars. You can use a nuclear reactor. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, machines.
You're good with computers, right?
Yeah.
Do you want to try to cast sending?
Yeah, I'll just cast Ascending to Maggie. Like,
cool.
We're in Barterfinger right now. Are you alive?
You get a connection and is immediately shut off.
Interesting. So, blocked by magic, it feels like, not... She's dead?
Yep, it's actually, she's alive. You know that for sure, but something's keeping you from talking to her.
Alright, that's good, I suppose.
It's gonna be harder to find her than I thought, then.
Wait, you're telling me you know she's alive?
I tried to send a message to her. If she was dead, I wouldn't have gotten anything. Instead, I got blocked.
I'll be damned. I bet Rick just found a nice hole wherever he's keeping that ichor and he hit her in it.
Is Rictus spellcaster?
Not that I'm aware of. He does some flitting in and out. Maybe a little bit of shadow magic, but not like Maggie, I guess is what he's trying to say.
I mean, it's not a simple spell to kind of shut down magic like that. Do you know anybody that would work for him or that he has connections to that is a powerful spellcaster?
No.
So he's got to have some kind of outside help.
Maybe he made Maggie make her own cage before throwing her in.
Certainly a possibility, but...
Maybe she's behind 1 foot of lead.
I mean, where was he storing the stockpile?
Well, that's the thing. The only thing Rictus has done right by the fort is the Ichor. Far as most folks are concerned, he's doing right by them. Furnace went dry, and then somehow he's got barrels of this stuff ready to go. Claimed he'd been stockpiling it, preparing for the worst.
Nobody made the connection that that's why the Ichor ran out?
They think, I mean, according to what this guy, like, he gets it, right? But the public thinks that Maggie squandered everything, right? But he gets it.
Yeah, that was just a more rhetorical disbelief.
Right. But he says, problem is, no one knows where it came from, and nobody knows where he's keeping it. But every so often, the Gorguts gang comes rolling in from the waste, wagons full of sealed drums. Hauled it straight to the furnace and drive off again. He keeps the whole thing locked down tight. Won't sell to the Ichor Works. Won't let the scrappers touch a drop. He says it's for essential operations. But here's the curious part. Bramble Blight is back in business. Claims she's distilling it herself from fresh corpses she's buying off the scavvers, but I ain't buying it. Not the volume she's moving. My guess? Someone's feeding her, quiet-like. Methinks the warden may have a leak in his Ichor tank out in this secret storehouse. Somebody wanting a bigger slice of the pie than what's on their plate. And Bramble Blight just so happened to know the right people. When you give thieves authority, all you get is richer thieves. And whoever's behind it, they know exactly where he's keeping the good stuff.
I'm wondering though, I mean, why would he be keeping so much for himself? And if more and more keeps rolling in, I mean, does he just really like hoarding all of it, or is there some other reason?
All scarcity.
Right, I think the Blister Man will sort of put that his hypothesis is that he somehow was stealing from the furnace or something and hoarding it and is trying to make Maggie look bad.
I mean, we kind of know all this, right? Like, he was hitting the caravans from...
You know more than the
spawning
Blister Man
trees.
does,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Okay, I mean, no, it makes sense he would have a big supply from, like, all the stuff he was stealing from the furnace, but it's interesting that there's, like, still more rolling in, is Ben's point.
Honestly, you guys are pretty sure he wasn't stealing from the furnace and was stealing from the...
He was, like, intercepting the shipments before they even got to the furnace.
Correct. From what you understand.
Yeah, false scarcity for sure. I wonder if something else was going on too, though. Well, we can't know for sure now.
What do we do with this? We have two options laid out in front of us. We can try to go find his Ichor, cut off the supply, create an actual shortage that can be used to leverage, putting someone else in a position of power over Rictus. Or we just get it done the blunt way.
There's only one way to get things, there's only one way to settle disputes in Fort Knucklebones. The track decides.
That would be the blunt way.
Surely
Go ahead.
Rictus wouldn't race us himself, though, would he?
He's got quite the ego, the warden does.
Find that if we call him out about what he did to Maggie, he has to meet us on the track to dispute it, or he'll just kill us in an alley.
Yeah, a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B, I reckon. I think it might be wiser if you brought back Maggie first. It'd be his word against yours, and you
Yeah, at
might
that
be
point.
known for, beating Raga Draga, but you're just some washed up mortals so far as the fort is concerned.
Speaking of racers, what are the Scathe sisters up to? Do they work for him?
What Rictus was for Mad Maggie, the sisters are for him.
So I guess it'll either be Rictus himself or them that we're racing.
How difficult would it be to navigate up to the knuckle and try and locate Mad Maggie?
She's gone from the knuckle. That's the one place we know she's not.
Correct. It's also, he will say that it's still lightly guarded by red caps, but not as much as it was. It was like locked down for a while, but not anymore.
What about that filthy imp of hers? Does that thing know her location? Is there like some sort of magical connection? No.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know.
I was
But from what
asking
you
for the
guys,
party.
for what you guys are concerned, he also has no idea where Maggie is.
Yeah, I guess whatever spell is blocking his connection as well.
Booyah.
Alright, so that really throws a wrench in my locate creature plan. So yeah, fuck, we're gonna have to find her the old-fashioned way.
Can we not just dispatch of Rictus?
The Blisterman will say that it's almost like 10 Towns, right? Where it's like, you can say you're in charge, but you're not in charge unless the people say you're in charge. You got to get the people behind you. If you can rally the people behind you lot, so be it. You guys could rule the fort for all he cares. But if you get Maggie and they realize Rictus was full of shit, and then you beat him using their law, there's no way to dispute this.
Yeah, and then at that point, it's whoever has the bigger army.
We're fucking revolutionaries now. Fuck yeah!
Resistance.
But yeah, I mean, it's like, why do you think Raven guards Grand Duke? It's because he controls the Flaming Fist.
That's right.
No.
Yep, that's right.
So how do we find her the old-fashioned way? Search every nook and cranny of Fort Knucklebones until she turns up?
He doesn't know. If you can get a hold of the Scathe sisters, that's an idea. If you can get a hold of the Gorguts gang, that's an idea. They both work pretty closely with Rictus.
Well, it seems like our only lead really is that Bramble Blight. Maybe we could get some more information from her.
Gauntlet, you said you had a spell for tracking beasts, right? How does that work?
I can divine the location of a creature I've seen before.
How far?
1,000 feet.
Oh. I was thinking of putting that imp on one of those war machines that's getting Icar. See if we can locate where it's coming from, but 1,000 feet, not that far.
I actually like Vince's plan. Go to Brambleblade, find the leak, get a hold of them. I have a way of making them amicable to answering our questions without punching them in the face repeatedly.
Yeah, and I mean, Ophelia and I can compel truth. Just that one of us would have to save that spell.
The Blisterman will say, if you do track down Bramble Blight's source, I know that you're doing me a favor by uprooting Rictus, but if you could give me the source, that would be great.
Fair is fair. You've given us a lot of information.
I think that's the best plan I can think of.
Take a nice little visit to Bramblebright. Does he actually have anything worth buying before we head
The
out,
same
or-
shit he had last time. I can pull it all up if you'd like.
I'm just like, I don't know if we didn't have enough chips to buy everything we wanted last time.
Yeah, I imagine that was the case. Like we had like 3
Okay.
soul coins, 5 soul coins
Let
when we
me
left.
let me take a look, a little peeksy here. I gotta find it again, but I'm sure it's somewhere.
Blisterman parts, here we go.
You found it that fast, huh?
Yep, performance scrap parts, split gear cluster, whole panel shards, merge and rewiring wrap, splits furnished ignition coil. Chain link stabilizer ratchet. I think we did buy that.
Where is that player handout? Oh yeah,
It's
I got
almost
it.
all the
I
way
got it.
like right above magic items.
So that is this. That's the stuff that he has. These are cool.
How many chips do we have?
300 and change.
Couple hundred.
300 chits, 10 soul coins.
Most of these are like single-use things, like potions, kind of deal.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, I guess we could throw in a soul coin and.
But if we're death
Maybe-
racing again,
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, definitely. We should really get this shit done.
You can always come
Yeah.
back to him before the death race if
Yeah,
that's
can
the
we
case.
put put this on hold?
Listen, he's gonna tell you that no one has bought any of this shit in a
Yeah.
while.
Sure,
People,
like,
people
still
are
all here
fuck-
from last time we were here.
People are dying out in the streets because they can't afford water.
ask him if he had any like cool like teleportation, devices that. Can
He
install
does
cool
not
shit,
see
so-
that kind of stuff around here.
All right. Well, it's a bad situation, but it feels good to have a plan.
I wish you the best of luck. My apologies for not being of more assistance, but I feel as though our exchange ends here. I'm not,
Yeah.
I'm not
We're
getting
not trying to get you any more involved than you need to be.
Right.
Where's Brambleblight?
She's at the Icarworks. It is getting to be about that time for resting, though.
Should we go back to the Magpies then? Liberate the garage?
Yeah, I mean, if we're leaving now, do you want me to try and reach out to Iron Fangs as well with sending? Just see if they're even in the area, if they're out scavenging or something.
Yeah, I'd rather stay there. Compound and all.
Yeah, like able-bodied warriors.
Okay.
I'm blanking on the leader's name, but
Nash.
yeah, I'll send a message to him. Just being like, hey, we're back in Fort Knucklebones. You all still alive?
They will say that they just finished a scrap league race. Would you
alright,
have
then I
added
guess-
in something about we're gonna go there or whatever? Meet you at the
Yeah, I guess.
compound?
Yeah, if you guys are still alive, can we meet at your garage?
Yeah,
Would have
yeah.
been my actual message.
Yeah, they'll say that they'll meet you over there. Basically. Okay. As you guys leave the Scrappers Exchange, I need everyone to make a perception check. Wow, jeez.
Oh,
All
you
right.
dirty 30s.
All right.
What's that shit?
So, London, Tanis, August. You all three notice two separate red caps with iron masks on watching you. And as you're going to leave Barterfinger, they're still watching you.
Think we can assume anything we do here won't go unnoticed.
That just means we gotta act quickly.
Yeah, not just watching you, tailing you. Like,
Yeah.
following you.
Yeah, I get some with the 14. They're not even being subtle.
Got
To the Iron Fang garage.
okay. You guys head over to the Iron Fang garage, and they are probably already there, I guess. It's pretty close. They've been scrap leaguing all day, so they're probably there when you get there. Look what the cat drug in, they say. They're covered in blood and soot and sweat, and like they just been scrap league racing.
Good race.
I think the little one, oh god, what are their names? Nash, Snapjaw, Toothpick,
Rockjaw? Or Rockmaw?
Snapjaw. Snapjaw?
Razor Maw.
Oh,
Razor Maw.
Yeah, yeah.
What good names. So I think Toothpick sitting on top of the war machine, like holding a bloody arrow wound or whatever. He's like, I'm getting sick of it.
And that's the feeling we've gotten ever since we came back.
Well, you better watch it. If Rictus knows you're back, he's gonna make you race.
I think he knows we're back.
We're counting on it.
Well, see you tomorrow at the race, I guess.
There's a race tomorrow. Scrappers League or proper?
We have been forced to scrap league race every single day.
It's the only way you're getting water, or he's just strong arming you into it.
It's the only way we can get water, and we're not sitting on enough chits to buy anything around here. But Rictus did, like, basically they'll say, like, Rictus did approach us personally with the Scathe Sisters and say that we need to race as often as possible. And it wasn't, they weren't asking, or they asked very nicely.
Are we in the compound?
Yeah, I'll say time has passed enough where you guys are parked and you asked to stay, so no problem.
Yeah, if they're letting us stay, I'm
Yeah,
going to help with
they'll
that
let you stay.
arrow wound.
Sure.
'Cause
I just didn't know about the two red caps tailing us. if
Okay.
they could.
They are just out. If you want to give a peek outside, they're just sitting there. Up on the top of on the one on the wall, one on the building, and they're just watching.
Look, we're not here by coincidence. I'll say quietly.
Uh-huh.
We know about Knucklebones and its troubles lately, but we kind of need Mad Maggie alive. Don't listen to anything you ever heard about her.
I was about to say, I think Nash is going to be like, oh, she's long gone.
She's here and she's alive. But we need her. How do you feel about teaming up again?
Worked out pretty well the last time, I'd say.
That's good, because we're going to need allies if we're going up against Rictus.
Going up against Rictus, huh?
Like I said, I need Maggie alive.
You're either really smart or really stupid.
Definitely one of those two.
I'd agree.
I prefer desperate. So we're not asking you to get involved beyond just letting us crash here and, maybe turning a blind eye toward us in the race. We know y'all got livelihoods here, so we're not trying to jeopardize those.
Can't say I much like Rictus. So, if you're planning on bringing Maggie back, I guess we can help you out.
Just having some friendly faces to rest helps out a lot. We took a look up where the magpies were. Did you happen to know what happened to them?
Let's see. No. Saw they were gone, but don't know what happened to them.
I think we,
What's the plan?
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No.
I was going to say, I think we need to rest here for the night, but tomorrow we have a good lead. I hope, on where to start to try to find Maggie. So long as we don't get dragged into the scrap league, we might be able to pull this off quickly. Because as soon as we find her, and we will, then it's all going to come real quick.
Usually I'd say if you were looking to hide out, try the drop, but the drop's gone quiet. Rictus had it shut down not long after taking the chair. Said too much trade was slipping through untaxed.
How long after that? And I want to see if the timelines match up to when people like Redcap stopped guarding
It doesn't.
Knuckle.
It doesn't. In fact, let's see, how do I word this? The very day that Rictus was officially made warden by the Collectorate, Red Caps marched through the drop and cleaned the place up. It's a little bit of irony, though, because the drop wasn't just a black market, it was the den of the Bloodhounds. They didn't take too kindly. The whole damn place turned into a slaughterhouse. Blood everywhere. A dozen more deaths on both sides. Didn't last long, though. The Red Caps had numbers and orders to make a point. They dragged a few of the hounds back to the furnace, but nobody knows where the rest of them went. They ain't been to the last 2 doom runs.
How are the Icker boys doing?
That's a good question. I think that they just lost the last death race they were in. But they're doing
Hey, they're
better.
still alive. That's a win.
They're still alive. They
That's
are
insane.
impossible to get. Every one of them. Not one of them has died.
That's insane.
They're moving up the ranks, I'll say. They'll make the dune run soon enough.
Are they alive only because they can't get any Icker?
That's a good question. That's a good question.
And to change her name to the non-Icker boys.
I don't know. I think he's going to say they've been getting Icker.
Ooh.
Dude, the Icker boys are behind this whole thing.
They've been getting Icker from Brembleblight.
Yeah.
She's got the store back up and running.
It always goes back to the Icker boys.
Also, just random question out of curiosity. How much would it be to, like, pay off the rest of Gentle's sentence and get him to ride with us?
Gentle? Oh, you're not getting Gentle. Honestly, they'll be like, leave him in there. You know what I mean? Like, they're like, nah. Don't get that guy out of here.
So nice, though.
Yeah, but we'll never win another death race again.
That is an interesting point, though. I mean, if Gentle is that good, maybe what's the word? What's the word I'm looking for? Where they let you out of jail sooner? Pardon.
Pardon. Mm-hmm.
If he gets a pardon from Maggie for helping us with the death race from Richter's.
You'd have to get him out first. Yeah.
Yeah, Maggie can't pardon him until we win the death race, and we want him to win the death race.
Even then, it seemed like he wanted to earn his own freedom, not be giving it to him. Per our last conversation.
What a fucking badass. God, I love that guy.
All right, we offered to break him out, and he was like, no.
No, you'll see me again.
I hope we do.
Yeah, he's a badass. All right, anything else for them? I mean, you're gonna rest there and stuff, but any other questions?
Yeah, where would you hide a top secret prisoner?
No idea. No idea. All right. If there's nothing else, you guys can get a long rest, interspersed with taking watches and what have you. And we'll take a break.
Okay.
See you guys back here in just a minute. All right. We're back. I think everything's working as normal. So, you wake up in the morning, and the Iron Fangs are like, "Hey, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here," kind of thing, because we're leaving for the Scrap League.
I think.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. You do first.
Just wanted to ask, how much chaos would it cause if I created 30 or 60 gallons of water and just started handing it out?
You would get in so much shit. You would go to the furnace, pretty much. Like, just without any questions, no trial, nothing. You're straight to the furnace for you.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Shouldn't do that.
What if we want a big distraction and there's a huge bucket of water somewhere? I don't know.
Good. Yep, good point. I mean,
Fun fact about the water, I was actually going to, when I pop out of my amulet, I have an extra little bucket of water that I just leave on the ground for the Iron Fangs.
oh my god, this is the best
Thank
thing
you.
ever. Yeah, they're very, very grateful for that. It's gone very quickly. They have not been drinking water very much. The tokens give you less now, and they're harder to get. So, luckily, if you do a death race, you get paid in, like, you don't get chits, you get paid in water tokens, so, but it's still not enough.
Yeah, I have all this water and we're not doing anything with it because we brought it for the Elturellians and they were like, oh no, like we want to keep it for ourselves, and it's like I got 3 barrels of water in my amulet.
We've been drinking them, presumably.
I mean, I bring out. Have we been drinking them? I thought we were saying.
Nah, I think we've been creating water. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
well, yeah. But when we have, I mean, we've only been doing that recently. All the other times we've been doing rations.
No, I was prepping crate water for a while.
Oh,
so we
right,
didn't have to
right.
worry about that. And then we were
You
just
knew the
eating
job.
rations.
No, we do have 2 barrels of water just chilling in the thing. It was 3,
that's
but
what
I
we've
think
been doing.
I think there was 3, and I already took one off because
Okay,
we did
so we're down
use
to
them.
2.
Yeah, so you are
Yeah.
down
And each
to
of them
2.
is 33 gallons,
Right.
I think. So
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, and there was also the saltwater alchemy jug thing we were doing with purify food and water.
Remember, I have purified food and water too.
There you go. All right. So where are you headed? The Icarworks is in Barterfinger, I think. Let me say Barterfinger.
Yeah, so what's our game here? I'm not exactly sure what the what the mission parameters are for us going to Bramble Blight.
Well, we need to find a leak or her source.
We could try to bribe her. We could zone of truth if that's what you think is best. I could charm her.
Yeah.
With my charmingly good looks and magic. She's like half fucking deformed.
Oh, yeah.
I'm half deformed.
Yeah.
Like, maybe this is my succubus, you know?
There you go.
Are we sure
Okay.
she counts as a person? Like, are you talking about charm person or charm monster?
Charm monster.
Okay, cool.
Ooh.
All right, that's a good plan. I mean, nobody can read minds, right? Yeah, like
I don't know if we should approach her trying to bribe. I mean, to be honest, I don't think we're big enough player to be doing that.
was about to say, they control the flow of Icar here. What are we going to offer them?
Yeah. Now, I have to bring up the question of what happens after we get the information.
We're gonna tip our hand. There's no way around that.
But do we tie up loose ends?
We can't do it at the Icar Works. Because that's a place of business.
Yeah, no blood on the knuckles is still one of the rules. Even though the red caps haven't been. Even though the red caps are illiterate.
And you know they're gonna know that we went in there, so the second violence starts happening, they come rushing in. Those two tails are still on us.
Yeah, like once we start moving, we can't stop until Maggie is out and safe.
How tough are red caps?
They're not bad. I think they're like 3 each. CR3 each. It's pretty tough if there's a bunch of them.
Yeah, but there's only 2.
Failing you.
Yeah, there's hundreds in the fort, so
Correct. Yeah, they're all over.
they're gonna descend on us like a swarm if we fuck up.
Yeah, that's true.
No violence. We don't need another little Nicky situation here. Or, no, Bart.
Bart. The Barter. Bart.
The Dragonborn?
Yeah, but what was his name? Bartholomew.
Bartholomew, I think it was.
Yeah, but what was his name?
What was his nickname?
Broker. Bart the Broker?
Oh, yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, we don't.
It's bad y'all don't know his name.
Bruno the Broker.
Bruno!
There it is.
Yeah. Hey, how about we don't have another Bruno situation here? We just go in there. I magically charm her. She thinks we're friends for a minute. We basically say, who is your source? Where do you get your ichor from? How do we find him? Maybe we ask her if he knows we're mad. After a minute, that spell's over. She knows that we did that. We have to be out of there by that. And after that, it's go.
Alright. I feel like we're making a few assumptions here that like she knows where Maggie is.
I was just throwing it out there if we can't ask her. She probably doesn't. It's more just who's your leak, where can we find him?
Throw monster, we got an hour.
I thought it was a minute.
Person's a minute, I think.
It is 1 hour. Shit. Yeah, we got 1 hour.
Damn.
Tannis has never actually cast this spell, so he doesn't know. He just assumes it's a minute.
August is like, wait. I've heard of this one.
That doesn't sound like how a spell like that would work.
And if the spell it fails,
Yeah, what's our contingency plan? Either it fails and we've immediately pissed her off, and I feel like that counts as violence casting spells on people.
Yeah.
I do it again.
I mean, I got silvery bars. We got what, 4 rolls?
I mean, this is us we're talking about. So what happens if all 4 of them fail?
Lulu will say. I know that this is like really important, but maybe we don't go in, with casting spells and stuff. Some people are friendly.
Oh.
I remember
Maybe
that Bramble
maybe we
wasn't too
don't.
bad. It was the Blight that wasn't very nice.
Lulu has a point. Maybe we just don't open with the spell. Maybe we save that for if we have no other options.
Problem is if it turns to violence, then my spell has a 50% chance more of failing.
All I'm saying is, we're trying to make friends, aren't we?
That's a good point. Ophelia has interacted with Bramble Blight personally, right? I think she went in when they were negotiating for stuff. Would I know Bramble Blight? Is that 2 separate creatures, or is that one of the same?
You're not sure. That's too difficult to discern.
Okay, because what I'm thinking is protection from evil and good. If we can suppress light and only get Bramble.
I have calm emotions.
Just thinking of a way to tip it in our favor.
Finn's got the enhanced ability. Can that be used?
London's got a bow. I mean,
Legal arrest.
How many people do I need to sharpshoot?
Worst comes to worst, we have speak with dead.
I mean, if London can, if London can, I don't know how available the Icar work is for people to sneak around in.
No, actually, because it's locked down except for a window.
So I guess plan A, be nice. Plan B, charm monster. Plan C, extortion, violence. Is that what we're doing?
I'd rather run away than have this turn to blows.
Yeah, not toward Bramblebite, just in general. Like,
Would a window block Misty Step?
No, you can go through. It's an opening. You can miss
it's like bars or whatever.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like it's open.
Yeah. You could get in. You could climb through. I think it's a bars and then like a window that she slides, like a drive-through.
What do we have to offer? Just soul coins?
These 3 soul coins and 50 chits that I totally remembered to pull out of my amulet this morning. That whole feeling we put back in hers.
Water?
I feel like she's in a position of power right now.
Yeah.
We could try the water, but we're going up against the entire system of Fort Knucklebone.
To be fair, water is more valuable than soul coins at this point. Because the only way to get it is through gambling, so it's like a luck-based thing. So having guaranteed water is way more valuable than soul coins, because you can't buy it.
Okay, so the water's an option.
We could try.
Well, whoever wants to do the talking, I can try to perk up your charisma a little bit if you want. Maybe you, Ophelia.
Tannis, Ophelia, good cop, bad cop.
Could I convince you to do bad cop, worst cop?
Yeah, I was about to say, who's going to be the good cop in this situation?
Tannis.
Tannis is lawful good.
Yeah, I think Tannis would be taking points on this one.
Yep. All right, so that's the plan then. Tannis approach. Vin, are you going to boost his charms? Charisma?
Yeah, she'll give him the enhanced ability for charisma.
Yeah, I'll toss a guidance for persuasion as well.
Okay. And it lasts a minute, so you can do
A
that
minute.
right before you approach. Yeah. And then the same thing as you're on your way. Are you going to leave your war machine here? The Iron Fang. No, the Iron Fangs are okay with you leaving your war machine. They're just like, we're leaving.
Oh.
So.
All right, yeah. Let's just put an alarm around it if we can.
Yep. That's fine. Do you have to concentrate on that? No. Okay. All right, so you're leaving the war machine. You got a boosted charisma, Tannis, and a guidance in the back pocket, and we're going to walk up to the Icar Works.
Yes.
Okay. You have to wait in line. There's like 2 or 3 scavers waiting in line. When they're handled their business, you can approach, and you will see Brambleblight. She has like spiky green hair on one side and just like black flesh that's sort of warped over on the other side with like a red eye that's bigger than the other one, and getting this huge deformed arm. And she'll say, "Oh, customers, how lovely! Greetings, greetings!" "Fuck yourself with a razor blade." "That's not very kind, Blight. That's not very kind. What can I do for you today?"
Bramble, good to see you again. Blight, hello.
"Fuck you. I'll tear out your fucking insides through your throat." Sorry about her.
We actually come, we're actually hoping to find someone, a source of perhaps, well, we're back in town. We're looking to get back into the races, and we need some Icar, boost the war machine.
Well, that's perfect. I can provide plenty.
I think
I have a question.
Mhm.
Is there anyone besides us
No.
here? Okay.
No, but you are being watched.
Yeah,
Are
but
they
no other
outside or
customers
inside?
behind us.
No, there's no customers, but outside there is like behind you there's different red caps. You honestly didn't see the red cap watching you this morning, but when you got into Barterfinger, by the time you had walked through, you noticed a tail.
Okay, perfect. Continue.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, we're looking for Iker, a lot of Iker.
Sure.
We're gonna be in town for a while.
I just have this batch currently, but you know, I can supply you with what I have, a portion of what I have.
We're looking for a little more than that. And look, I'm gonna be a little blunt with you. We all know that what you're getting here isn't coming from dead corpses.
Oh, no. This batch is perfectly above board. Got a fine system worked out, I do. Scavers bring me dead demons from the waste, and I pay fair coin. Slice them up and boil out the good stuff. Let me slice them like little fucking worms.
Look, all I'm saying is that we need to find where you're getting your Iker from, and we can have something, fair trade back in the, like how Fort Knucklebones used to work. A good deal. We give you something you want, say, I don't know, a good fair share of water, and you just tell us where you get your Iker from.
Boom, that was a trigger word. Make a persuasion check, please.
Advantage, and I got that guidance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not just a little bit. I can give you like 30 gallons.
Jesus Christ.
And 29. Almost a dirty 30. Damn it.
Oh, you guys are doing
that
good.
was only one. No, that was a
Yes.
one. So that was a 27.
Okay, 27. I see.
Only 27.
Only 27. Okay. She'll say, how much water are we talking about here?
I'll look at August and be like, how much can you get?
Was a dozen gallons good?
Yeah, that seems fair. Okay.
I can do 15 if that's not enough.
Oh, 15 it is. 15 it is. Okay. She'll look around. She'll lean in real close. All right, but you keep this between us, yeah?
You stay quiet, we stay quiet.
Listen, I'm not telling a soul. I'm letting this get out. All right, fine. I'm gonna rip your fucking face off. Sorry. I've been getting my supply from the bloodhounds. What's left of them, anyhow? I want to split one open. I want to see them squeal like a dog. Hush. One of them came to me. He said he could get clean Iker regular. No names, no questions. And I didn't ask. We meet in Ashfinger, down by one of the old drainage pipe that feeds into the cliffs.
How often do you meet?
How often did you say? What'd you ask?
Yeah. When should we be there to meet this person?
The thing is, everybody thinks that the bloodhounds are gone, that they went extinct when the redcaps took the drop, but I seen them around. A little flash of red war paint there, and a face mask here. They're just hiding somewhere deep inside the mountains in drainage pipes and stuff. They hang out around there. I see one or two every so often. But I only come pick up when they tell me. They roll the barrels out, and I roll the chits in, and that's that. Never more than a word or two exchanged. The thing is, these barrels, they aren't just slapped together tubs or back alley stillings. They come sealed tight, and the Iker inside is clean. Clearer than half the stuff that sloshes through my vats. They're bringing finished drums. I'll pour it down your fucking throats. there's no way that they cook it themselves, which means their source is somewhere that handles refined ichor, like a refinery or a cache or somebody that's been lifted from the warden. Either way, I don't know where they get it, and I don't plan to. Times are hard, this place is running dry, and I'm not about to ruin my good source by asking questions.
Wow. This has been very insightful. Thank you.
Hey, yeah, of course. I fucking hate you.
You got a big bucket?
Yeah. And she'll, like, go and dump out demon ichor from a container and bring it over to you. It's still got drips and drops of ichor in it.
A little bit.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll cast create food and water.
Holy
and I guess
crap.
shovel 45 pounds of tofu into the bag of holding.
Yep. Holy crap. I'll take some of that too. Yeah, just a little, it's not a...
Whatever you want. We
Yeah,
can
oh
carry
my
it all.
god, this is great. So you've just given her something far more valuable than soul coins. Okay, she's happy. She's happy, yeah.
Should we buy a thing of demon ichor?
Yeah, I was
so it
gonna
doesn't
say,
look
let's-
like, yeah. Can you give us some very fair price on a thing of demon ichor? To top
Two for
this
one
whole thing
deal?
off?
I can try. Let's see what you can have her regular prices because right now they're skyrocketed. So what do I have like a Ichorworks thing?
Do we still have some left over?
I don't have any. I think we used it.
Okay.
I think you
Pretty
have
sure
some.
we did use it.
This is more to make it look like we're not just walking.
Yeah.
out.
No, I know.
But we know we have a race coming up, so.
I wonder where I put it.
Oh yeah, no, the Blister Man had some better parts, I think, than Demon Ichor. It's a bit too risky for my taste.
But keeping up appearances would be a good idea.
Yeah, definitely.
Ichorworks. Yeah. Okay. Oops. All speed is 3,000 chits. Instead of gaining +1 LP per round, the boosted vehicle gains an immediate +5 LP when activated. But it only lasts 1 round. Here, I'll just fucking copy paste this. There you go. Oops, all speed, 3,000. No boom, 1,000. Turbo Gremlin. Oh, yeah, you guys can't afford that shit. And then regular is standard. Here, I can add that to it too. I'll put that at the top, actually.
I mean, the no boom is.
The standard is 700, and the canister is 1,100. But yeah, when you guys didn't have any soul coins, this was like a ridiculous price. But now that you have soul coins, this is not very much.
I mean, honestly, I would do. A soul coin is 2,000, I think it was 2,500 ish.
You could get if you're lucky, 1,700.
18
for
or
it.
19. Yeah.
I'm gonna say 17 here.
So I could do oops all speed and a standard injector. Or sorry, no boom and a standard injector.
These are great. These are awesome. Turbo Gremlin.
I like the no boom.
Bonk. Ludicrous speed. That's from Spaceballs.
30,000 is a little out of our price.
I
range.
know, but just the name is
Spelled like the musician, too.
Of course. I feel like like the canister and the no boom would be. Oh, but that's above budget, right?
Can't do
No,
hype.
if we do 1,700 per soul coin, it's
Never catch up at hyper.
Oh, per soul coin.
Must do
Yeah,
ludicrous speed. Ludicrous speed.
The
Honestly,
canister, no boom.
I'd rather buy one of everything from the Blister Man than a standard injector.
true. We could just do the no boom then.
Yeah, like get a no boom and then use the remaining chits to buy the stuff from the Blister Man.
I think that's fair.
Okay. Well, she
It's
can
like
get.
Demon Ichor, like there's a side effect, right?
You roll a d6, and on like a something or something, the engine explodes.
Yeah.
That's what the no boom was for. You get a 2d6 and pick the best.
Right.
Whatever it is.
So no boom is better than but every time you use Demon Ichor, you have to roll to see if your engine explodes, basically. Which is why it was a miracle that the Ichor boys ever made it across the finish line.
Yeah. That no boom 3x. That means
That
they have
she has 3 of them.
servings.
Correct. She has 3 of them. Each of them.
Not it's a 3-time use thing. Right. Yeah, unless Vin, you're driving. If you got any input.
Well, let's see here.
You can go ahead and cash in the soul coin for 1,700 if you like. Like
Yeah.
she can
Do that regardless.
Yeah.
Let me look at them side by side. The Blister Man and this stuff.
Go ahead and take one of mine off.
It's a tough choice. The repair stuff is nice. She will definitely mention that. With
I think we might maybe just get
item.
all that shit from the Blister Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Blister Man. Sounds good to Vin.
Okay.
So we'll take one no boom
Mhm.
and save the rest for later.
Okay, she'll sell it to you. Very happily. But it's going for like double. It's going for $2,000 now, so the $1,000 is a deal.
Yeah, ooh, cleared us out our whole soul coin and then some. As we're leaving.
Right. Okay.
You gonna put that in your sheet, Vin? Yeah, no boom.
She can, yeah. Yeah, I was actually deciding like how I'm gonna mark it down. Yeah, the inventory. Seems good to me.
Are we just gonna go wander around Ashfinger crawling in drainage pipes now?
She said there was like.
She said there's one that she goes to.
Yeah, I guess we could also do that. Look for like red markings on people throughout Fort.
Should be able to scope it out.
Yeah, essentially she's saying like, for the most part, people think that the bloodhounds are gone, but like they've been seen around, so they're not gone, they're just hiding.
You want to go back to Barterfinger, buy that stuff now so we're not as suspicious. Also, who knows when we'll have a chance to shop again if things start happening.
Fair. We're right here.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right, you guys can go up to the Scrappers Exchange, and have basically the same encounter, right? Svart's being like buying or selling, buying. Find the Blister Man. He'll bring you up to the special parts area. But he acts very business forward. He makes no, because he already washed his hands. When you guys were left, he's like, I'm done with this now. So.
Well, we got the chits. They got the parts.
Yeah. So what are we looking at here?
Trying to calculate up the total here.
Yeah, I'm doing math right now. Fucking.
What?
All right. if I did this right, 1230 for everything.
12.
Is that everything on the list? Because we bought, I think, this chain link stabilizer ratchet already. So unless he got another one of those.
So now if we want to do
I imagine
one
what
of
he has
everything.
one of whatever's on this list. I mean, he has whatever's on
So
this
he
list.
restocked.
Yeah, he would have. I guess so. Yeah.
I get 1171. That doesn't sound right. How did I do that?
Yeah, one doesn't make any sense. But if we did one of everything, that's 470.
Yeah, 470 for one of everything.
I mean, how many death races do we think we're doing if these are just one-off potions? Maybe.
Probably the
Just-
last one.
Yeah.
Well, when we leave here every day is a death race.
I mean, we can use these outside of the races.
Yeah. If we get chased by the Queen of the Dune Sea or Malaxis or someone, it'd be nice
Yeah.
to have a little boost.
Yeah, that's true.
It's
Some of
true.
these don't, like the Demon Ichor, almost all of them exclusively help with the death race. These don't really.
Yeah, like these don't say anything about LP, so
Right.
Okay, let's just do a 470, one of everything.
Okay.
Oops. All right. Ophelia hands the chits over. We have 535 chits left.
Yeah,
And then
he's
if you'd
giving
like to
you the
put one
friends
of
and family
everything.
discount too.
appreciated. All right, so
Well, the
go ahead.
food and water issues. I wonder how Savvy is doing.
Yeah, either she's become very powerful or the opposite. Do we want to go check in?
It's in Barterfinger.
Or is
Yeah,
that
it's pretty
maybe
close by.
maybe we don't maybe we want to give her plausible deniability. We're already being watched. Figure if things go well, we can always see her afterwards.
True.
Like we already know more than everyone else in this place.
And like it's one thing for the people involved in the operation of this place, but for the ones just trying to make it by, I really don't want to get them involved.
Good point. We'll check on it later. Let's go look for the
Ashfinger.
Ashfinger.
All right. So Ashfinger, as you recall, is in the sort of. There's a bunch of exhaust from the furnace that blows out in this area, and that's why it's called Ashfinger. There's actually pipes fucking everywhere, and that's even where you found. That's where you got blown up with Hitch, right? Was in a pipe. So there's lots of pipes around this area, but you kind of follow Bramble Blight's instructions, and you can see sort of tucked away behind, there's like an area that's like a stack of buildings on top of each other. Oh, very Ready Player One, right? Where there's like a bunch of stack of houses on top of each other. That's very ramshackle, and there's scaffolding that goes in between all of them. And behind that, there is a drainage pipe. Bone dry, but there is a figure sitting there with two dogs. Skinless dogs. He's sitting in the pipe.
They have red paint.
Yeah, he's wearing a gas mask. It's hard to see his face. But he's shirtless, he's covered in chains, and he's got like two human skulls hanging off of his hip.
Looks promising.
The bloodhounds were cannibals, so the human skulls track.
The hounds track.
Go ahead and feeling. Go ask him.
Yeah. Suppose I'm the one least likely to get a bite taken out of me, so hopefully it will go up.
Okay. You approach. Immediately, the dogs pull on a chain that they're like tied to a leash to like a iron post or something. Oh, you know what it is? It's the bent grating that used to cover this pipe. There's chains wrapped around it, and the dogs are, and they immediately to pull on the chains and are coming at you. The figure, the scaver, he gives you a look over, and yeah, you could see red war paint over the front. You're not sure if it's war paint or blood, but it's goes over his eyes. He's got the gas mask on. He peers over his shoulder at you and looks back down with his arms crossed, ignoring you. And the dogs are going fucking crazy. And they're frothing at the mouth. Like, you're very certain if you get any closer to these dogs, they will attack you.
Ophelia's just going to say, trade.
No trade, he says through the gas mask.
There's something I'm supposed to say. I don't know what to do, guys. If you're waiting for me to say something, I don't know. I mean,
Not even for water, then? If I'll walk up and try and help them.
You have water.
More than you can drink.
Show.
If we gave Brambleblight 15 gallons, that means we got another 15 gallons from that casting on us, so I guess, yeah, I'll just take out my water skin then. Hand it to him.
There's dogs in the between you two.
All
I
right,
think
I'll toss a water skin.
Yeah, okay.
On the ground in front of him.
All right, cool. You toss it. He looks down, picks it up, pops it. Looks at, or I think he dumps some on the ground first. Takes a big long drink, glug, 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 corks it, throws it back at you. Wait here. Dogs are going fucking going crazy. And he will turn and descend into the darkness of the tunnel. And that's where we're going to end the session.
Right quick, before we do that, can I check for tails?
Yeah, you're being watched.
Okay, we do have them still.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Yep.
Water talks here.
Yep, so he will take a drink and descend into the darkness, and that is where we end the session for today. It's a little early, but it's a good stopping point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are a lot richer than we were last time. Maybe Rictus isn't so bad.
That's what the Blister Man said. He was like, actually, it's not too bad of an idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to get things moving soon, though, or like the jig is going to be up fast.
Oh, man, you know what I didn't even realize? So he would not take his mask off in front of you, so I bet he turns his back to you, takes off his mask to drink, and then tosses it back to you.
Why? What's his face look like?
You don't know.
It's
All right.
because he's too handsome, isn't
That's
it?
so true. All right, so thank you all for watching, and we will see you on the next dive into the descent. Stay sharp. Farewell, adventurers.